Hi, my magnificent ones. This is day two on the Smoke and Mirrors series. I've just come back from the pool, so my hair is just about dry, and it's a grand and glorious day. I got thinking about yesterday we talked a little bit about the smoke of doubt, and carrying on with that, I was thinking about the smoke that comes up as a result of our failures. So, when we go through life, of course, we're experimenting, and not every experiment turns out the way we'd like it to. So, we have these failures that can cloud our idea of where we most want to go. And then of course that leads back to doubt, which erodes our confidence, and then that old cycle just keeps starting. So I think we want to look at our failures and fear of failing again as really nothing more than an experiment that didn't turn out the way we'd like. I've baked a cake that failed miserably. It was semi-edible, but you get a choice. You throw it out or you gulp it down, and if you put enough icing on it, maybe it'll be fine. And so, well, business failures are kind of like that too. You do your best to get through it and then regroup and say, well, what did I learn? How am I going to do this next? And how do I carry on from here? If we allow the smokescreen of those failures to take away our understanding of how magnificent we really are, then it's harder to move forward than we just want to crawl in a tiny little hole and say, no, just make the world stop because I'm not happy. And well, that's not heaven on earth. That's kind of, a self-imposed hell. So it's to really learn from it and say, oh, is there something more I need to know? Is there a way I can pull myself up out of this? One of the ways I do it is I concentrate on the successes that I've had and say, well, yeah, I did that was a miserable failure and I didn't like it, but look at where I have succeeded. Look at what I've done that nobody else I know has done before, and where I've moved forward in my life so many times. So that helps because then we realize, well, it's not all black or white. There's shades in there, and if we're going to clear up the smoke that is triggered by that fear, then that's one of the ways to do that. So I'm going to challenge you to consider your failures as just learning tools. Just okay, I learned that and I learned that and I got some experience, and then now what? And I thought it was heartening to read that most millionaires, now I know a millionaire isn't a lot of money these days, but at any rate, it's still a pretty high benchmark. Well, most millionaires have had at least two business failures and one or two bankruptcies in their lives. Why? Because they were learning. They didn't know. And I thought, oh, okay, well, that gives me some confidence in being able to move forward. So I really want to encourage you today to take a look at these smoke screens that try to distort our perception of what's really going on, and see how you're going to clean that up. We need the winds of courage to blow through and get the smoke out of our way so we can see as clearly as possible. You can do it because you're magnificent enough to. So carry on, and we'll see you for day 3.